Welcome back to Abra Knowledge channel. Today we are going to learn Pareto slightly in different way. In the past video, the same we talked about Pareto using Minitab. The same thing we are going to do it today, but slightly different objective. We tend to go and see the number, always number of defects, how many number of defective we have, number of scrap, how much we have, and all that, and then we do a Pareto, right? But what is also very important is that we have to see what factor we have to consider and what factor does it influence on that, right? Not just a number alone. In the example which I'm going to quote today is that has the count, of course the frequency, also has got cost. When you see both the things together, sometimes vital from the count perspective, let me give this example. From, for example, you take this one, missing button is a vital issue from the, as far as the count is concerned. The same missing button, if you look at from the cast perspective, if you put together cast one, it is the missing button is not even the vital, right? So it only 80 percentage, right? So not even vital. So missing button it coming like law only 5.3 percentage it contributes when you associate with the cast. Similarly, like stitching one, both happens to be vital, and then if you take loose thread, right, loose thread is a vital issue from the count standpoint. But when you look out from this one, the loose thread, right, you will find it is there in the fifth element, right? The fifth element is what? Only 8.6, that is 94, above 80 percentage, right? So this is not a vital issue. This is pretty much trivial, right? What we are going to learn today is that the very important message is that we have to see the factor also as well, not just a number in Minitab. Let's see that. The same example which we talked about in the past, it is there in the Minitab, and this case study is there, and you can go and click this. The same thing, clothing manufacturer track the number and the type of defect in the line of clothing. So data is there in a clothing defect. So what you do, you can just go to Minitab, and I have already done it. So I will minimize it. I will do it again. So go to File, go to Open Worksheet, and look in Minitabs. Look in Minitab sample data. Look in Minitab sample data folder, and click clothing. Just type clothing defect and have a click on it, right? And so it is prompting that it is already the same file has been opened. So I want to reopen it again. Yeah, that's fine, right? So you go to stat and go to quality tools, of course, Pareto. First, let's see from the defect. I'm going to give a defect frequency. I'm going to give count, right? And then do not combine. Maybe you don't want to combine. Give OK. So this is the Pareto, nice Pareto. Within fraction of second, it has come, right? Missing button and all that. So let me see. 80 percentage is here. So that means three are the vital, three are the trivial. So what I will do, I will just add that reference line for better understanding. So I will put it like here. Maybe I will put 80. 80. I'm gonna put that 80 percentage and three factors. Three are the causes, right? So you can see this is called vital. Vital, and this one is called trivial, right? Sorry, I'm gonna quickly pick up the title and maybe I can use that. Trivial, right? So this is trivial. So that means missing button, stitching error, loose threads are the vital problem. Trivial is hemming error, fabric flaws, and misaligned fabric, right? This is the one. Now if you look at this one, if you wanted to make it a different color, you can do it. For example, let's say you wanted to make it any formatting, you will be able to do it. And let's go to this one. So let's see, this is from the count. The same example, I'm gonna do it along with the cost. So file, and sorry, go to stat and go to quality tools, and then you have the Pareto. This, instead of count, I'm going to replace with the count versus cost. Give OK. Now this has come, right? So here I'm gonna take 4 factor because see 72 and 86. 86 we can still take it, right? So 18 above. So 4 factor, and what I will do, I will just draw the line. I'm sorry, the reference line. I'll keep it 4 factor. I'm gonna consider it. 4 classes I'm gonna consider, and then so 86, right? Okay, fine. So this is called vital, and similarly I will put it trivial. I will just add some date, I mean some titles here, and then I'll take I'll make use of it for to write the trivial. Okay. So now what I will do, I will compare this in the tool. So go to this editor and layout. Okay, so the two things. This is the one along with the cars. This one without. So this is we have already done. I will remove it, and this one. Let's see. This is also with the cars. We don't need. Let's see this one. This is with the count. Okay, and let me get rid of this, and I'll drag it here and make it like yeah, this one. And still if you wanted to make it like one row, that you can do it. Okay, fine. So now if you see here, it's very interesting, right? If you look at here, stitching one, in this case stitching one, both happen to be vital, right? This here also vital. From the cost and count perspective, both are vital. Great, right? And let's talk about hemming error. Hemming error, when you consider along with the cost, this is vital. The same hemming error, right? This is trivial, not vital, right? Exactly the same thing. Fabric floss. Fabric floss comes in vital, and fabric floss, if you say here, is a trivial. And misaligned one, again, once again, is a vital, and misaligned one is a trivial, right? Completely opposite. All three are completely opposite. Loose thread is happen to be trivial here when you consider it along with the cast. But the same thing, if you look at here, loose thread, loose thread comes under, in this case, vital. Lastly, you have a missing button. Missing button here is a trivial, but this is from the count standpoint, this is the highest number, right? Vital. So, so what the message in this video is that you always do not get attached to only number, but take another factor and then do. In this case, the cost also been counted, and it has been it has been considered, right? So therefore, very importantly, along with the, always do not go with the count alone when you draw the Pareto, but also take any other factor, for example, cost, or if you have any other factors which you would like, which could influence that error, that you can do it. So thank you so much. Please do like, share, subscribe my channel. You have a wonderful day ahead.